Hey everybody, it's Travis from SDI. Well, we're at the Tread Off-Road Expo in St. George. And here we have our E-CLIK Pro set up to demonstrate how E-CLIK works. There are two versions of E-CLIK. We have our quick switch system where you get firm, medium, and soft. And you can control, when we have our switch system, we do give you the ability to control front and rear differently. And then we have our E-CLIK Pro. Well, E-CLIK Pro has our algorithms in where we have our trail, street, and desert. And each one is going to react differently based off of the terrain that you're in. In trail mode, you want them to be as soft as they can, for that hard rock and chop. And when we're in street mode, you're going to have a lot more body roll when you're turning the wheel side to side. You're going to have a lot more braking force with the vehicle going forward. So that mode is going to react a lot different than trail. That's going to have a lot more low speed control. Whereas like in trail mode, we're going to have, a little bit more high speed where it drops off something to control the shock. And then in desert mode, that's basically we want our system to think as fast as possible because you're going to be driving as fast as possible.
Why do we have a steering wheel here?
So this is to demonstrate what the shocks do in the modes. So for instance, let's say this is your front shock, okay? So pretty easy to pull down, basic shock, right?
Yeah.
But now let's say this is my front shock and I'm entering the corner. So as I'm entering the corner, I'm going to hit the brake, right? You're going to hit the brake as you enter. So as I'm pushing down on this, let's say I slam on the brake. Not so easy to pull down anymore. So our system reacts to what the driver's input is doing. So now let's say you're not pressing the brake as hard. There's not as much weight going forward. Now, relatively easy to pull down, but a little bit harder than if you're not on the brake. So steering wheel is, as we're turning, you're going to have the numbers changing, right? Inside is going to lighten up. Your outside is going to stiffen because what happens? Your vehicle wants to rotate outward. Each mode is fully customizable where you can go inside and not only change your front and rear compression using the dial, but you can go into our patented Pro menu and change how sensitive the suspension is going to react to your turning input, your throttle input, your braking input, and also in the how sensitive it is with our inertia control module on how sensitive the pitch is and the roll. Another great feature of the Pro is our rear load. So like in these expeditions and, even the Ranger 1500 and all these vehicles, everybody is adding a lot of weight to these. And sometimes you're going to haul the wife and kids in not a lot of gear. And sometimes you're going to haul 4 grown adults with a lot of gear. What our system allows you to do is go into the rear load mode and increase how the system reacts based off of how much weight you have in the rear of the vehicle. So when you have a bunch of buddies in here, increase the load. When you have the wife and kids and not a lot of stuff back in the vehicle, turn it down and get ready to go.
So that just affects compression on the rear, stiffens
Correct.
it up, doesn't do anything with spring.
Nope, doesn't do anything to the spring. What it does is allows our algorithm to think faster, saying, hey, this guy has more weight in the rear of the vehicle. You need to react faster based off of that weight.
All right.